Hi Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Hearts. We're going to do your weekly reading for you, the 25th through to the 31st of March. Oh, I had to think there for a moment. Yeah, through to the 31st of March 2019. For your reading, guys, we are using the Next World Tarot as our first deck. We are using this just for one card to see what the energies you need to focus on for the week, guys. The second deck we use are my old trusty muckers, the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, which I love, by Poppy Palin. This is look at the past of the situation, present energies, what you're focusing on concerning it, and the overall sort of, it's not the overall outcome, it's more advice on what you need to kind of do. We are also using the Druidcraft Tarot deck, definitely one of my favourite decks of all. And this is simply a deck that looks at we just pull 5 cards to look at any additional things happening in the week for you guys. And the tea leaves, any further advice from the tea leaf cards, fortune card from Ray Hepburn, which I love as well. I use a lot of cards because I think it's important just to try and glean as much information as possible. And for your spiritual advice, we are using the Coal Grey Keepers of the Light. I kind of got this yesterday, guys, and it's phenomenal. Really good. Loving that deck. Okay. So, first of all, what we're going to do, guys, we're going to just quickly shuffle and see what it is that you need to focus on. Universe, Spirit, what is it that... what is it Leo needs to focus on for the next 7 days? So 25th through to the 31st. What is it that they need to focus on? Show me one card. Okay, you need to focus on the Queen of Cups, Throne of Emotion. Alright, so that's where you need to focus. I think that you need to focus on how you truly feel about a situation, because the Queen of Cups is all about our feelings. She's about our dreams. She's about how we connect on an emotional level with people and the world around us, is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is all about our empathy, our sympathy, how kind we are. The Queen of Cups is all about our emotional stability. If she's reversed, she's not an emotionally stable female. You know, she's a drama queen. She tends to blame everybody else around her. She's very kind of overly demanding when she's reversed, especially emotionally. But in the upright, this is a very, very understanding, a very kind of well-adjusted, intelligent, emotionally intelligent female. Might be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian, or it could be a friend that you need to focus on as well for some of you guys. Leo could be a water sign or somebody who's, you know, really sensitive. But I feel the focus needs to be either on somebody and maybe their sensitivities and sensibilities, or this needs to be on yourself, Leo, and this needs to be on how you're feeling about your life and how you're feeling about a situation and how you're connecting maybe emotionally to people around you and even connecting to yourself. This card really requires you to take a really deep look inside of yourself. That's what the Queen of Cups requires you to do. Okay, she can show up as being a depressed woman sometimes, but I tend to find in the reverse she's worse. But in the upright, she does, you know, I'm a Queen of Cups, I'm Scorpio. You know, I don't get depressed, but I get from time to time, sometimes I think about life and I think, oh, well, how do I feel about that, you know? I do my Queen of Cups thing. So really it's about connecting emotionally this week. It might be to yourself, it might be to other people around you, it might be offering emotional support to people around you as well, which is what she does quite often, Leo. Let's have a look at what the past of this situation is. So we're speaking about the Queen of Cups and saying this week is a good week really just to get back to you, emotionally connect with who you are. Maybe there's a need to do some meditation with the Queen of Cups energy. Maybe there's a need to focus on the dreams that you have, what inspires you with the Queen of Cups energy. Maybe there's a need to get back to nature. Maybe there's a need to kind of nurture your children a little bit more, your families, your friends, your partners, for example. Maybe there's a need to kind of understand somebody's point of view, you know, because she's empathic and she kind of puts herself in other people's shoes, Leo. Now, in the past of this situation, the universe is saying that you felt that you were not recognized, or you felt that you were unsuccessful, 6 of Wands in the reverse, or you were lacking some confidence, Leo, in a situation with that 6 of Wands in the reverse. So in the past there was a lack of confidence. You felt that you couldn't win a race. You felt that you were, with this 6 of Wands reversed, you felt that you weren't being recognised with the 6 of Wands in the reverse showing up here. And, you know, the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So some of you guys felt a lack of success, a lack of recognition, and you chose, I think, with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So how I remember, all tarot readers do readings differently. So some people might think that with the Knight of Swords being reversed, you're overly zealous. And it might be for some of you guys, because you felt a lack of success in one area, you might have overly compensated with the Knight of Swords being reversed in the other. For some of you guys, it might be, though, with the Knight of Swords, that because you felt a lack of confidence in who you were, or you felt that you weren't being recognised for your achievements, for what you were capable of, it might be the Knight of Swords in the reverse, you decided you lost all your vavavoom, you know, you lost all your motivation and all of your, you know, your mojo, which is what the Knight of Swords in the reverse can mean as well. And around this situation in the past, Leo, some of you guys just became really angry, I think, with this Five of Swords energy. I think you might have become really angry, but also it might be that this is the person that did it, Five of Swords person. You might have been feeling really hurt as well. Five of Swords means to feel really hurt, but you're usually really hurt by a person with a Five of Swords, so it's about a person's actions. Alright, you might have also felt, Five of Swords means to feel cast out, or it might mean to feel a lack of confidence as well, so, or that you've been cast out by someone or something with the Five of Swords energy. But you got that Knight of Swords. I think that, you know, and also the Five of Swords means kind of asserting yourself even more, you know, over others. And it might be for some of you guys in the past, or you've experienced somebody that's done this. They haven't been recognised for what their worth is, for what they're capable of doing. And they might have overcompensated with the Knight of Swords in the reverse by being kind of, not nasty, but by being kind of very pushy with that Five of Swords energy, you know, by being too assertive, by trying to kind of clamber over everybody else because they're making up for, it seems to me when I look at those three cards at the bottom, it almost feels like a great, I'm not saying that you're really insecure, Leo, but I do feel there's something here that you were trying to compensate for, and you felt that if you were maybe a little bit more pushy, that would compensate for certain areas that weren't probably working within your life. Now going forward into the week, Leo, the focus for you guys is going to be on the Wheel of Fortune. So how do we create our fortune? What is my destiny? What is my path? What is my karma? You know, and also, you know, if you think about the Wheel of Fortune, and if you're thinking in terms of the Wheel of Fortune, you're thinking, well, how am I going to create my fortune? How am I going to change things around so that things get better with the Wheel of Fortune? What is my karma? If I've been overly compensating for my lack of victory, or my lack of, you know, my lack of success, or my lack of recognition by really pushing in front of the queue and trying to make people recognize who I am, then how does this play out? Your thought process might be, well, how does this play out with the Wheel of Fortune? What will my karma be going forward concerning this? What will be the results? What will be the consequences of those actions? Because the Wheel of Fortune is like judgment. It's the consequences, is what the universe, and what you put in is what you get out with the Wheel of Fortune, and the same with judgment, you know. So it might be that your focus on with this Wheel of Fortune is all about the consequences. I get the feeling it's about the consequences of your actions with that Wheel of Fortune energy. And, you know, your thoughts are on the Five of Wands, maybe just to kind of hone this down a little bit. With the Five of Wands in the reverse, because Five of Wands in the reverse is all about surrendering. When you're in the Five of Wands in the upright, it's about being competitive, but in the reverse, you're being less competitive. So some of you guys might be thinking about the consequences of your actions, and maybe some of you guys, you're thinking, well, I need to kind of back down on this. I need to kind of take my foot off the gas a little bit with that Five of Wands in the reverse energy showing here. Maybe you're afraid that you're going to lose friendships with the Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay, because Two of Cups in the reverse is all about losing those friendships, you know, separating from people that are important to us. So I get the impression that some of you guys are saying, you know, I'm thinking about the consequences of my actions. And it might be also that if this isn't you, Leo, this might be a friend that's, you know, this is the focus for the week that you need to focus on is the Queen of Cups. Might be the focus is on a friend. But I feel that more than anything, because the focus of the week is the Queen of Cups, this is all about, and this is what I was saying about, the focus needs to be about getting back to you and really connecting emotionally and really kind of putting your feet, your feet into other people's shoes. You know, if you're compensating somewhere along the line, Leo, for not kind of being as successful as you'd like, or not gaining the recognition that you would like, or not feeling as confident as you would like, or not having people back you in the way that you would like, and you're kind of overcompensated for that with the Knight of Swords in the reverse by kind of trying to be very pushy and kind of pushing ahead, and maybe kind of even casting people out and saying, I don't need you, with this Five of Swords, because Five of Swords casts people out. We don't know the reason, you know, why he does it, but he does it. So some of you guys are literally casting people out, and it's like saying, you know, Leo, well, maybe, just maybe, because of your lack of recognition or confidence or success, whatever it is, you overcompensate by, for some of you guys, maybe being a little bit cold with the Five of Swords energy showing here. We don't know why she is the way she is, but there's people in the background that are like, I really don't like this person here. You know, the two people in the background are, I really don't like this lady. But the reason she's what, is she just a nasty bitch? Or does she have a backstory? Has she been hurt? Because I get the impression that this is you, Leo. You probably all going to have a go at me about this reading now, but I just get the impression intuitively that this is you. And you're there kind of being, I'm not saying that you're being overly aggressive, but there's a way that you come across with some of you guys to people, I think, that they don't like. But there's a reason for it, and it's because you feel kind of, well, I've not achieved what I want to achieve, or, you know, I'm not getting the recognition, you know, that I should, or I'm not getting the respect that I should deserve with this Six of Wands in reverse, so I'm going to overcompensate now for this, you know, by kind of being cold, or, you know, being kind of a bit chilly or a bit distant maybe from my workmates or from people around me. So, but I don't think you mean to do it, because I think that your thought process going into the week, Leo, is saying, you know, really, you know, what are going to be the consequences of my actions with the Wheel of Fortune? Maybe I need to kind of back down, ease up on the gas on this, because what will happen is if I carry on doing this, I'm actually going to lose some really important friendships with that Two of Cups in the reverse. So I get the impression that some of you guys are really kind of like nervous that if you continue in a certain way, then it might be that you end up losing those relationships that are really important to you. But I feel that it's just a reaction. The way that some of you guys are acting maybe at the moment is just a reaction to maybe feeling like really low about where you are in your life. The advice going forward into the week, Leo, for you guys is number one, the Four of Cups in the reverse. Okay, you need to think about a change now. All right, time is running out. Okay, you need to let bygones be bygones with the Four of Cups in the reverse. You need to let go of this dissatisfaction, and you need to start recognizing the things that you've got around you, because Four of Cups in the upright is where this person doesn't recognize that they have love, they have warmth, the gifts of the universe. They don't see it. The man here sitting on the back, the man that's kind of trying to offer the cup here, this guy here is like, he's like, leave me alone, I've got my earphones on, leave me, I don't want to know. But he's not recognising that he's got a friend. And in the reverse, this is all about, you know, going forward into the week, you need to recognise that you've got people around you that love you, Leo. You need to recognise the gifts that the universe, yeah, sure, maybe you haven't achieved everything that you want with the Six of Wands in reverse. Maybe you haven't been recognised by your peers or, you know, by your manager. Maybe you didn't get the job you wanted, and maybe your colleague, your friend got the job and you didn't get it, whatever the case might be. But you need to recognise that what you have is as good enough, and tomorrow is another day. You know, there's always room for improvement, and there's always going to be a change. There's always the potential for a change showing up here, you know, and you guys really need to kind of recognise that. Okay, you need to be recognising that, you know, things can change. Things don't always stay the same, which is what the Four of Cups is as well when it's reversed. Things can change. It's time for change with that Four of Cups in the reverse. You've got the Six of Cups in the reverse showing here. So there's no giving, there's no kindness, there's no love, there's no warmth here. So you need to change this, I think, with the Four of Cups in the reverse, okay? You need to realise as well that if you feel that you've got a lack of warmth going on in your life with the people around you, with that Six of Cups in the reverse, because I feel that you need to, the advice for the week going into it concerning this situation, Leo, is the Four of Cups in the reverse. So you need to kind of let bygones be bygones now. You need to stop kind of being so, I probably won't get a lot of thumbs up on this, I never really do, but, you know, hey ho, it's the way it is. You need to realise with that Four of Cups in the reverse, the universe is saying you need to kind of change things up now, because that Four of Cups in the reverse there, you need to stop kind of moaning about or complaining, because the Four of Cups is complaining, all right? You need to stop complaining, all right, about the lack of, you know, support or love or whatever it is that you think that you've got in your life. Six of Cups in the reverse is the lack of love or the lack of support that you have in your life, whether it's family members or friends. You need to stop complaining about that with that Six of Cups in the reverse showing there. All right. The Emperor reverse, Leo, okay? The Emperor reverse is a tyrant. The Emperor reverse is, and this is people, I think that you need to stop complaining about the lack of love that you have. I'm surprised that these were all reversals on the outcome, but they are. Okay, you need to stop complaining about the lack of love that you've got in your life, or the lack of support you feel that you've got here. All right, for some of you guys, it's turning you into an Emperor reversed. It's turning you into a very bad-mooded tyrant, in a way, for some people. And for some of you guys, you need to stop complaining about the love that you're not receiving from people who really don't care about you anyway, Emperor's reverse. From, you know, people who kind of, you know, they want to have the upper hand. They want to have more power than you. They use their power in all of the wrong ways. All right, this is people who won't cooperate, people who don't want to cooperate with you. Lack of cooperation. Okay, some of you guys, you need to stop complaining about the lack of cooperation you have from people who aren't showing you support. Emperor reverse. I just get the impression that there's complaining going on here. You might disagree. You might disagree, you know. You might disagree, and I get the impression I'm going to get a lot of thumbs down on this, which is fair enough. But, you know, you need to focus on the throne of emotion. You need to really focus on why you feel the way that you do. You need to focus on kind of connecting with yourself emotionally as well, and getting yourself a lot more emotionally stronger with that Queen of Cups energy there. Do some meditation. Talk it out if you need to talk it out. Try and understand other people. Try and put yourself in other people's shoes. Try and empathise a little bit more. It's not easy to empathise. Just looking at the time. Where are we? That's okay. It's not easy to empathise, Leo. It really isn't. When you feel that things are being done to you and you feel that people aren't giving you, you know, especially stop complaining about the lack of love you feel or the lack of support you feel from an Emperor reverse. This is somebody who doesn't have your back. This is somebody who's very self-serving. So for some of you guys, you feel that there's a lack of support from a very self-serving individual. But they're never going to give you their support because they're the Emperor reversed. They're very self-serving and it's self-serving and it's all me, me, me. So there needs to be there needs to be, for you, Leo, this week, a way that you can kind of just focus on getting back to you, the Queen of Cups energy. She's not your sign, but you can show us any court card in the tarot. It doesn't matter. You really need to focus on just getting back to you, emotionally wise, and getting yourself more emotionally centered and emotionally balanced. Because we're going to quickly put we're going to quickly put down. I'm just going to move these along. We're going to quickly put down the camera on these cards so that you can actually see the layout, Leo. So, yeah, just bear with me 1 second and I'll get the camera down. All right, there you can see the layout. I'll try and get that a bit neater, actually, like so. Okay, that's your layout. So, for the week, guys, the focus really needs to be on the Queen of Cups. All right, her. It's all about the throne of emotion. She is an authority on emotion. She sits on the throne of emotion. She's the queen. You know, she is the epitome of what it is to be emotionally stable, emotionally understanding, empathic, emotionally, you know, intelligent, intellectual. She intellectualizes everything on an emotional level, okay? So if somebody doesn't like her, she'll be able to intellectualize it and say, okay, fair enough. I realize they don't like me. Well, they probably don't like me because, you know, maybe they think I'm too harsh, or, you know, maybe they've had a bad child. So she's really good. She's a counselor within the tarot. So she's always good to she's always really good at intellectualizing stuff. And that's what you need to be focusing on this week. Breaking down things that are happening within your life and emotionally, because usually our anger and our annoyance on situation comes from a place of distress, and it comes from a place of imbalance. You know, where we can't just kind of intellectualize the situation and say, okay, I get it, I understand it. And therefore, in a way, when we do that, we turn this around and we kind of desensitize ourselves. So in a way, the Queen of Cups is emotional, but she's also very Queen of Swordy as well, because she's able to desensitize. Once she knows the game, she's able to desensitize herself from it. And that's where you need to be, because in the past, guys, some of you guys, you know, you haven't won the race. 6 of Wands in the reverse. You know, you've not been recognised by others. You know, you have fallen at the last hurdle. You've not had support from the people that you've wanted. And this has made you kind of overcompensate with the Knight of Swords in the reverse by being even more pushy. You know, trying to kind of assert yourself even more and saying, me, look at me, look at me. Look, you're not looking at me, look, you know, and that's by doing it kind of overly kind of asserting yourself so you can get that recognition that these people or whoever it is isn't giving you. But I feel this week, some of you guys, and you're tapping into the Queen of Cups emotion already, because what you're starting to do mentally with the Wheel of Fortune is you're starting to see and you're starting to understand and you're starting to think about the repercussions, because the Wheel of Fortune and Judgment are very much karmic energy cards. So they're all about what we do is what we get. So the mental thought process will be on the Wheel of Fortune. Shit, what type of karma am I building up for myself if I'm pushing ahead of everybody in the workplace? If I'm in a seminar and I just talk over somebody because I want to be recognized, that type of thing, because I'm not getting it here. And I feel that some of you guys will think, I need to back down. I need to just cool down a little bit. 5 of Wands reverse is to cool down a little bit, or else I'm going to lose friendships. I'm going to lose those people that do believe in me and do care about me. So I need to kind of back down on those energies. And the advice going into the week, Leo, will be, well, if you're going to do that, Leo, you've got to stop complaining about the lack of support that you think that you do have with the Six of Cups in the reverse here. All right, by people who don't give a fuck anyway. Emperor's reverse. They're all about themselves. They don't care. They don't care. They're all about themselves. That's what Emperor's reverse do. So why bother even bothering with them? Why bother? Because they're not going to see you in the way that you want them to see you, because they are Emperor's reversed. They're overly controlling, they're narcissistic, they only think of themselves or the immediate people around them, or if they think somebody can do something for them, that's when they'll do the fucking handshake. If they don't feel you can do anything for them, that's when they just like, they're like, ugh. You know, sorry. So it's a week for really getting back to you and emotionally taking a step back and assessing a situation and trying to kind of get that emotional balance back in flow again. That's the week for you guys. What we're going to quickly do is 5 cards to see any other energies coming in. Sorry that I'm rushing this. It's just that I've got to be out of the house in about 12 minutes. Because I've got to pack a lot of stuff away as well before I go. Let's have a look. So anything else that Leo needs to be aware of this week in 5 cards? Anything else that Leo needs to be aware of this week in 5 cards? Anything else? Anything else in 5 cards that Leo needs to be aware of coming in this week in 5? Show me. Right, just a look. So we've got number 1. 8 of Coins is reversed. What the fuck? You've got reversals. Okay, right. They're not... Oh, all right, fair enough. So the 8 of Coins in the reverse is where you stop working or you're not putting any work in. Not all reversals are bad. In fact, reversals are very good if they're really going to teach you something. Work might stop, you don't put any work in, no effort being put in, or it might be that work is kind of like boring and you're not getting anywhere. Sometimes this is kind of chipping away at something and you're not actually seeing any results from it. So for some of you guys, it might be that something you've been working on, it doesn't seem to be coming to fruition or you're not seeing any changes. And it might mean that there's a lack of belief, a lack of patience, a lack of strength. It might help, you know, and this is you, Leo, actually. But it's funny because Leo, this is your card, but you're not strength. You're this person here. Usually it's Leo the lion, but it's Leo the boar now. Okay, so you're kind of trying to over-assert. You're asserting yourself over the other. So I feel that it's saying that something not... This is good. This is actually fucking good thinking about it. Sorry for swearing. But this is actually a really, really good energy showing up here. Okay? Really, really good energy. Something that is not working right now, you need to kind of assert yourself on it. You need to get on it because you're the boar here. And instead of somebody telling you what to do, Leo, you need to be able to tell them what to do. If something's not working, you need to kind of take control of the situation because you are Leo the boar. So you're taking control rather than the lady. The lady is named Strength and that's Leo. So you need to kind of take control of this. If something's not working, you need to take control of it this week, okay? And you'll have victory with the 6 of Wands. Okay, so it's really good energy. If something isn't working, if you're not seeing results this week, you need to take control of the situation and you will have victory with the 6 of Wands energy. Okay, Hermit in the reverse. So this is a card that says we're not kind of listening or we're not listening to advice. Hermit reversed. But the 8 of Wands. I feel that with the Hermit reverse, you can explain these cards in a multitude of ways. Hermits, this is about you coming out of your comfort zone. Things are going to start taking off for you. Hermits tend to withdraw. But if you get them reversed, they're coming out of a time of isolation. So it might be that somebody's coming out of a time of isolation. Could be a Virgo for some of you guys. Could be a message coming. Somebody who's turning around. Somebody who you haven't seen in a long time, Hermit reverse, coming out of isolation. Possibly somebody sending you a message here. Might be for some of you guys, somebody you haven't seen or spoken to in a long time is sending you a message, okay? Some of you guys, it might be that it's a time now to come out of isolation and to start launching new things, start being proactive and start taking direct action. So some of you guys might be thinking, spent enough time doing this now. Now I'm going to kind of send. Some of you guys, it might be you're off for pregnancy leave or something. It's a number 9. You're off pregnancy leave and now you're going to start putting those applications in. But also the really good energy here, Leo, is that the 8 of Coins, if something is not working for some of you guys, this week it's telling you that if you take control, if you assert yourself, you'll have victory in the matter as well. Excellent, excellent, excellent cards. Brilliant. Let's have a quick look at your tea leaves and see what they're saying. In 3 cards, tea leaves, what's the advice that you have for Leo this week in 3? Lily, spiritual love coming to you this week, guys. What else is there? Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. So there could be some money this week. A path is waiting for you guys to find it. And you've got spiritual love. Gets better and better, your reading. What's the next card? Courage. A journey, either physical or mental. So some of you guys are taking a journey. It's definitely either a physical journey or a mental journey. So there's a change upon you this week. There's a money path. So there's a path waiting with money for you to find it this week. And you've got spiritual love coming in. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Finally, we're just going to get your spiritual advice through the angels. Sorry, the Keepers of the Light Oracle card. Sorry that I'm rushing, but I'm in a real rush to get out. I might have to leave my cards as they are on the table, actually. Universe Spirit, what is the spiritual advice? Keepers of the Light, can you show me one of the Keepers, please? And the advice that they have for Leo. All right, Commander Ashtar showed up for you. He wants to tell you a message. He says, call to action, take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. Exactly what we're talking about. Strength reversed. You are strength reversed. You are now Leo the Boar. Go and take that action, guys. Walk your talk. That's it. Brilliant. Wonderful. Brilliant reading, guys. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can click on the eye above. It's either left or right. It's in a little round kind of little round circle. There's an eye. Click on that. The link comes up and you can just click and go through to my website. Take care, sweetie pies. Love you. Bye.